So I'm going to turn everything to this angle, the forehead matches.
Hey, good evening and welcome to the Coach's Corner. I'm your host, George Zayas, along with my partner, Dave Sieve. Coach Dave Sieve.
I'm trying to accentuate. I'm trying to be like the caricature, George.
Welcome to the Coach's Corner. Hey, man, we got a really cool show tonight. First time ever, by the way. I just want to bring this up. First time ever that we're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. First time ever, simultaneous broadcast. How you like that, man? Isn't that cool or what?
Little Twitch, little Twitter.
Yep.
I got it, brother. I got it. That's good. We're on 4 different platforms.
Absolutely. We're on 4 different platforms bringing the show to you. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Look, tonight's show is going to be amazing. And I'll tell you why. We got the 1, 2, 3 combination.
Right.
Check hooks.
The dangerous 1, 2, 3 combination.
Yeah, dangerous if you can pull it off, by the way. It's dangerous only if you can pull it off.
It's dangerous for you. That's what we're saying. We're going to start differentiating between the pros and the amateurs, between the people who know boxing and don't know boxing.
That's right. And then the other thing we have is also the double hook.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a fun show tonight. We got a lot of good stuff. We're going to show you some examples of the pros doing exactly what Coach Dave is talking about. So, Coach Dave, take it away, man.
All right. Well, first of all, we want to grow our platform. So you have something for us, George, that we can grow. It's basically me and you putting our funds into it. So we're going to reach up. Hey, Vito Playa, what's up, my man? How you doing? Vito.
Shout out to Vito in the house in the Coach's Corner. He's saying what's going on. Yeah. So we have something, you know, we're trying to grow. Listen, we're going to need your help. If you like the broadcast and you like what we do, you want to support us, you can. I'm going to put up a photo here. That's our Cash App. You can snap away at that. And what that will do, if you want to support the show, you can. And we would really be grateful to you for helping us out. So that's it. I'm also going to put it up on the bottom scrolling. Let me take that out of there because that thing is in the way. I don't like it.
Boom.
There we go.
I was hiding behind there. I was trying to do my hair.
So if you want to support the channel, listen, we do have some expenses. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep up front. Listen, Dave, I'm gonna call it like it is. I'm gonna tell the audience. Do you mind?
Please tell them where every dollar is gonna go to.
Every dollar is gonna go back to putting these shows, producing them, putting them back to paying for the live stream. Let me tell you, we spend a lot of money on bandwidth. We spend a lot of money on. You see these little the logos. We got to pay for that. We had to pay for them. We're putting this together. And we want to put it together for you. I think our value, is in the show, and what we bring and what Coach Dave brings.
And we need, and you too, George. Please don't sell yourself short. And we need better equipment. So if anybody's going to get involved with giving us some money, it's going to help for better equipment. Plus, when we live stream boxing shows, we got to pay cameramen, and it's crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot of expenses. We operate on a shoestring budget.
Yes,
and we're asking.
It's mostly you and I. We're the ones paying for.
Yeah. By the way, let's just get into like a quick little story before we go into boxing.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, George, about 4.5 years ago, you joined me, and what did I tell you my mission was? And this is what got you to join me. Is that we're going to change? Go ahead. Tell them what we were going to do.
Change the face of boxing. And it's funny that when we spoke for the first time, what was interesting is that I don't think I've ever had a conversation with any other human being in my whole life other than my father that said something and actually did it. A lot of people talk. They talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And from that moment that we had that conversation, you and I, Dave, something resonated inside of me. And I was like, you know what? This guy's for real. And I wanted to jump on the mission and I'll tell you why. Because what you do for the kids, what what the boxing program does for at-risk youth, and I seen the results of it, and that's what triggered me. And I was like, you know what, I want to be part of that. I like it. It's positive. It's something good, and that's what made me join you. But yeah, you did say those exact words, and I'll never forget that. And I told you that before.
Right. I told everybody out there, I said, we're going to change the face of boxing in New York City. We're going to change it. And that, obviously is going to go out and it's going to resonate out. But we're going to change the face of boxing, at least in New York City. And lo and behold, a couple years later, the Golden Gloves with the Daily News, because of social media, the Daily News just sunk. The Golden Gloves boxing show went out and it was replaced by the Ringmasters. And when USA Metro Boxing asked for some help, here's me and George basically replacing the Daily News on a shoestring budget. So yes, we need help. So that's where we are.
We're keeping it real. Today is a real show, man. We got to keep it real.
Okay, so let's go to the 1, 2, 3 now, George. I was telling you before when we reviewed this a little bit yesterday. I said the 1, 2, 3 is like it's a combination, and most people in boxing think like, oh yeah, I'll hit somebody as many times as I can. I'll hit him with the 1, 2, 3. I'll hit him with the left. I'll hit him with the right. After I hit him with the right, I'll hit him with another left, and then I'll keep going. It doesn't work like that.
In theory, it sounds great. I mean, you see Rocky, right? You see the Rocky movies.
Hit me, Mick. Cut me, Mick. Nobody has ever cut anybody's eye in the world. No, on purpose. No.
But in theory, all these things sound great. They sound beautiful. Right. You ever see those martial arts movies that the guys you see, or you see guys like practicing martial arts, and then you see them slowing down and say, "Oh, you do." And then you can flip them and you get a quart of blood out of them. You do the quarter blood technique.
Yeah. You pull out their heart without dropping any blood. It's still beating, like
you got it in beating.
This is all nonsense. And what I'm going to talk about today is, as we go, the first thing up for on Coach's Corner, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going in order of what I put up on Instagram. I think Coach's Corner, I think the 1, 2, 3 is the number 11 or something like that. It might be 12. I'm not even sure. But whatever it is, throwing a 1, 2, 3 is like a risky proposition. Granted, you might hit him, but the thing about throwing combinations against somebody, people don't understand that as you're throwing combinations, you're bettering yourself for a better punch. So you might be throwing a 1, 2 as a decoy just to land a good 3, or you might be throwing a 1, 2, trying to throw the 2 hard and throwing the 3 just to get yourself back in position. There might be a lot of variances that you're doing. You cannot just throw a 1, 2, 3. It is the most dangerous combination to throw because people are expecting it. And in the pros, it's thrown very, very, very few times. Very few times. And a lot of people, while they're throwing it, they get hit. So I want to talk about that and talk about the attitude of a 1, 2, 3. If you're going to throw a 3-punch combination at somebody, you're saying that you're faster than them, you're going to hit them hard, and there's nothing they could do about it. It's an attitude. It's an attitude. People don't realize that. But you can't say, oh, yeah, I'm going to hit him with the 1, 2, 3. It does not work like that. You don't even know where your footmark is. You don't know if he's going to move. You don't know if he's going to hit you while you're throwing it. You've got to be established. And Bruce. All right, I don't know if that's Bruce or if that's Shushu, but it says team, so I think it's father and son.
Yeah, they're in the house. Big shout out to Carrington and Team Carrington. They're in the building tonight.
All right, they helped me out. They helped me out with the with the check hook and the double hook. So, but the 1, 2, 3 I did myself, and I'm gonna pull it up now, if it's all right, George.
Yeah, bring it up, and then we'll put it up on the screen and we'll show people what we're talking about. That way, there's no doubt in their minds. Oh yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Let's go. Uh-oh.
Here we go with the 1, 2, 3. It's a 1, 2, 3 combination. It's not individual punches. You got to throw with a flow. You got that? Throw with a flow. All right. Couple different 1, 2, 3s. Coming forward. 1, 2, 3. Stepping forward. 1, 2. Back. 3. 1. Turn more. 3. And remember to drag that foot or to hop back on it for the body. All right. 3 1-2-3s. Let's play around with it. Let's see how it looks. All right. Remember, throw it as a flow.
All right. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler. All right. Now, George, you remember that Hagler
You broke up.
Hearns, right?
You broke up. You broke up.
I don't know if I can. Okay. You remember that? You remember that Hagler knocked out Hearns, right?
Yes. Let me tell you, this was a big
Am I
round.
picking up?
Yeah. Are you there?
Yeah. Talk to me.
So yeah, so this was big. Marvis Hagler versus Sugar Ray Leonard, and these guys were at the time. These guys were awesome because there was a bunch of guys there. And you know what? These styles makes fights, right? That's what they say. And Sugar Ray beat Hagler in a close decision. And then I mean, it's just we're gonna see what you're talking about with the combination. So you know what? Just take it away, Dave.
Okay. So here's Leonard, right? He knows Hagler is coming forward. You're going to throw a 1-2-3 on Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and you're going to get killed if you don't have a plan. So watch Sugar Ray Leonard very quickly. There's the 1-2-3, and look at him. He's on his horse. He's running away. He is not throwing a 1-2-3 and standing in front of Marvin Hagler, because Marvin Hagler will eat those like that, like they're Skittles, and he'll put it right back in your face. So again, here's his 1-2-3. And look at him run. He's running. Now he's on the ropes, and he's going to come. He's going to fight off the ropes a little bit. He's moving. You know, there's the 1-2-3. Then he threw it again. Then he threw a combo, right? 1-2-3, and look at him. He's off to the races. Now let's take a look at this. This is the quick interjection. This is Tommy Hearns in the gold.
Right.
Tommy Hearns got knocked out by Marvin Hagler. Now, just look at the difference between Tommy Hearns' 1-2-3. Here we go. 1-2-3. Bang. Look where he is. You see where he is?
Right.
There is no escape route. Hagler is going to come forward, and Hagler is going to knock you out. And that's exactly what Hagler did. So there's a point. Now, here's another person. Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia. Right?
Right.
Now, if you're the fastest guy in the world,
yeah,
do you think you could beat everybody?
Of course, because nobody could touch you, and I think that's the consensus, and that's what I think Amir Khan. That was the way he was thinking,
and he was. Now, if you look at Amir Khan right now, just take a look at him real quick. Actually, let me tellustrate this a little bit. I don't know if I can tellustrate this. Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Oops, I tellustrated twice. All right, let me see if I could do this. All right, so if you take a look at Amir Khan right now, here's the thing about Amir Khan. If you look at his body, it's leaning forward, right? He's on his front foot. This head is forward. The head should be back here, all right? Because Amir Khan does not have a chin like that, all right? He's fast as heck, but the problem is that he leans forward. So he comes in, you see him leaning forward, 1-2-3, bang. And we're going to look at it in slow motion. He throws a jab to preface it, 1-2-3. And he's fast, but look at Danny Garcia. He keeps his hands up. Okay. Now here comes Amir Khan again. 1-2-3. Okay. And Garcia is already trying to time him. Here's Khan coming forward. Okay. And he's fast, but hit another 1-2-3 as you can see, and I'm putting it in slow motion. Amir Khan is so fast that it's really hard to see. Okay, and we're gonna just let this keep going a little bit. Here's the danger.
But Danny Garcia bending over like that and holding on, you think that has something to do with him trying to find Amir Khan?
Yeah, but he already knows the combination is coming. Amir Khan is putting his 1-2-3 behind a jab. Some people say it's a double jab, 1-2-3. Either way, you're throwing 3 punches. Take a quick look at what happens now. Bang.
Whoa.
Bang. He threw the 1-2-3 too many times, and here it is in slow motion. And if you take a look at it, you can see him. He's jumping up and down, 1-2, and he got caught there. And you could see his left hand was still in the motion of throwing the three, and he got knocked out by that.
And that was basically Danny Garcia, I guess, kind of already figuring him out.
Yeah, you see where Danny Garcia's hand is right now.
Yep.
He's loading up. He knows 3 punches are coming. He knows it. This is a professional fighter. You cannot stand in front of him, lean forward, and throw 3 punches. This is what's going to happen to you. Bang. And he hit him in the neck. He didn't even really, he caught a piece of the jaw. Okay. Joe Calzaghe. Remember Joe Calzaghe?
Yes, man, one of my favorites. Undefeated. He retired undefeated, this guy.
Yes, absolutely. So this is Joe Calzaghe in the red. He's a lefty, and he's going to throw his 1, 2, 3 very quick. Now, this is him in the amateurs. You see how he throws 1, 2, 3?
Yep.
Even with him as an amateur, and because he fought in obviously high-level amateur competitions, there's danger there. Now, I don't know if you could see it. 1, 2, 3. You saw him throw it 1, 2, 3. I'm going to throw it in slow motion. Watch what happens on he's throwing 1, 2, 3. He got 1, 2, 3 happy in this fight. 1, 2, bang. You see what happened? He got hit before he could throw his 3. Because in high-level competition, you want to stand there, dig your feet in, and throw 3 punches. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. People who know how to box are ready for this. So he got hit. Now, Pac-Man style is something completely different. Completely different. This is Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel
Marquez. Yep.
This is number 1. Now, anybody who's watched Manny Pacquiao in the past knows that he jumps in, he flies in. He's insane. He does the Joe punch, which I've highlighted earlier. He's insane. He's just jumping in and he's throwing 3 punches. But that's Pac-Man style. I mean, he only paid for it once when he got knocked out in him versus Juan Marquez 4. But look at him go. And it's hard to see, but just take a quick look. Look at him just fly in. And he's jumping in like that. Now, it looked like he threw a 1-2, right? It looked like he went flying in. Right. But just take a quick look at it. I'm going to let this play a little. Okay, here's his 1. Here's his flying 2, which knocked him down. But if you saw his hand real quick, he was about to throw the 3. He was loaded up to throw the 3. And let's take a look at what he's doing. So here he is, and he's jumping in all over the place. Not many people can do this. It's insane. Now, again, that looked like a 1-2, right? But watch him in slow motion, what he's doing. He's actually throwing 3s. 1. Wait, that's a setup jab. All right, here's his 1. 1, 2, 3. Right? It's really hard to see that he's throwing.
Slow it down because it's hard to tell on the footage unless you slow it down like you did.
Right. Boom, and there's a 3 that knocked him down. Oh, I didn't knock him down, but it shook him up. But there's a 3 in there somewhere. Wait a minute. 1, 2.
There it is.
See the 3, he missed with the 3, but he already knocked him with the 2. So what does that tell you? He's throwing all 3 at the same time. The combination is loaded and it's flowing. So it's insane. Now, George, do you remember this fight?
Yes, you and I went to see this fight at MSG with Bud Crawford and Kavaliauskas. He was also fighting there with against Bud Crawford, and that was a good fight, man. And you called it. We were, it's funny. You know what I remember about that night, Dave, that I think a lot of people appreciate? The way you and I are talking right now. We were talking in the garden, and the people around us, they were listening, and they were actually saying, "Oh yeah, that's a good point," and they were just hanging out with us. They were having a good time. I remember that. Good time.
And if you remember the thing that I was saying about this, I was like, look at Crawford. Crawford does not care about this guy. He has no respect for him. He's walking him down and just doing whatever he wants to, putting his hands out. He treated this guy like a child, and he was trying to bait him. And when he couldn't bait him, he couldn't do his counter punches. He walked him down like if this guy was an amateur off the street and just took him out. And
he punished him. He punished him.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, the 1, 2, 3s. This is throwing 1, 2, 3s constantly at a fighter means that you either 1, don't know what you're doing, or 2, you don't care, and you're throwing and you have no respect for him, which is what Crawford is doing. And let's watch right now. 1, 2, 3. Look at him standing right in front of him, like I dare you to hit me. And it's really 1, 2, 3. Just doesn't care. And then he switches righty and does it again. Look at him just walking down, just uncaring that this guy is throwing punches at him. That's how strong Crawford is. 1, 2, 3. Just completely disrespected the man.
Wow, that was great. That was a great breakdown, Dave. Coach Dave, I appreciate that. But let's give out some shout outs before we continue.
Oh, let's please shout him out.
Yeah, we got Sean Ferguson on the check-in. We got Sheik 7 Ed Edutainment. I like that. All right, that's cool. He says he's in the building. That's right, he's in the building. We got Johnny Challen also is in the building. Hey, Johnny. Thanks
Johnny, what's up, Johnny?
Big salute to our first responders. And Bed-Stuy. I can't forget Bed-Stuy, where you do or die. They're in the house too. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys.
And Sean is from Bed-Stuy, so that's Coach Sean. So appreciate him checking in. What's up, Sean? How you doing? How's it hanging? All right. Hopefully good. I know it's COVID times. I hope you're okay. God bless all of you for being able to tune in. I hope when you're wearing gloves and masks as you watch this right now.
All right, we got another check-in. We got LeRon Rhodey. He's on check-in as well. Shout out to LeRon. LeRon, what are you doing, man? You better be running and taking care of yourself, buddy. He's got a big fight coming up. Hopefully, when they open up this whole COVID thing. All right, Lefty Ojeda.
Oh, Lefty Ojeda. I know Lefty for cheapest. I know him for over like 15 years. We worked together, and he's somebody. You ever see people that are just very neat and have like little quirks about him?
Sure.
He never eats chicken from the bone. I don't know what it means, but that's the one thing I remember about him. He does not eat chicken from the bone. I don't even know what that means. I'm scared to ask him. I don't even want to know what it is. It's the one thing I remember about Lefty, that he's always neat and he does not eat chicken from the bone. George, there's insane people around us and they work right next to us.
But you know what I heard too? I heard a little secret about Lefty Ojeda. He's not really a lefty.
He's definitely a lefty. He can't drive stick. That's
All right. So welcome to the show, Lefty, and everyone else that's on the check-in. We appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Look, he says no dog meat chicken. Yeah, whatever. It's only because you're on the internet and I'm talking to you that I say this. I was always afraid to ask you in person because it's scary. You're a scary hitman type of individual, Oh, the Big Mint is here. What's up?
Mr. Chris 2670, the Big Mint. He wants to know how we're doing. We're doing great, man. We hope you're doing great during this whole COVID period. And we hope you're enjoying the show tonight on the Coach's Corner with Coach Dave Sieve.
Okay. All right. So now check this out. So I actually went to look at Bobby Barnes is in the house from Sty Gym. Bobby Barnes lives in Georgia, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think you rep that Bed-Stuy anymore. You ever notice that these guys try to rep someplace that they used to be a part of? Nah, Bobby, you're always a part of Bed-Stuy. He's one of my coaches, Bobby Barnes. I learned a lot from him.
And Lefty says that he told me the secret that he's really left. Yeah, you had to go blow up the spot. All right, never mind. It's not funny anymore. All right, shout out to also Mike Chen or Mike C. I'm sorry, I gotta wear my glasses. And then you got guys, hanging in there, says Mr. Chris 2670. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you for hanging in there. Be safe, whatever you do. Wash your hands, wear that mask, stay safe.
Right. And then okay, so one of the things that we had is we had the best featherweight in the United States of America, Bruce Shoo Carrington, and he helped me with these next two videos. So let me, without further ado, bring up the check hook.
Well, before we do that, can I just say something? Because we got New York Pops and kids on the check-in as well. He says UFC opened the doors this weekend. When and who do you believe? When who do you believe will put on the first pro boxing show? That's a good question.
I think that it's going to be the Zone. I think it's going to be the zone.
That's hard to say. And I think it is going to be the zone because frankly, it's about capital. And it's going to be, from what I heard so far, they've been talking about it. They're talking about renting a place where it's going to be nobody but, the cameraman, coaches, the doctors, stuff like that. So those are the guys going to be there. So that's a great question, New York City cops and kids. So we're just gonna answer some of these questions here real quick, Dave.
Right. I heard the round girls are wearing masks.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't even know if they can even have round girls.
Right. The referee is going to wear a mask too. Yes.
All right. We have Quentin Fortune. He says blessings, and also okay. Still Jim. Bedside says yes, I am, and Golden. Okay, by Chic 7. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read all these things. All right, so let's go to the we're gonna go back to the show. Go with the we're going with the hook now, right? Is that what we're doing now?
We're gonna go with the check hook first. We're gonna go with the check hook. Okay, and let's see if it comes up.
Hold on, Dave. Hold on. Let me put.
Hold on, you said?
Yeah, we couldn't see it. You got to rewind that a little bit.
Okay, so actually, let me introduce the best featherweight in the country, Shushu.
Actually, do the check hook.
Mostly when I set up my check hook, I wait till the opponent is coming towards me.
All right, so
while he's coming towards me, I'll throw the right and right, and then I'll throw my hook right here.
Oh, right. So you throw it off a counter?
Yeah, throw it off a counter.
Okay, nice. Do you catch the footwork? By the way, I'm going to have to apologize to your fans for your lack of footwork.
I want to get into the city socks. I came up prepared. I forgot. I didn't know we had to go through the city socks. I'm sorry. I just know the planes.
Why they got to be silly? Why can't they be like really cool? So my check hook basically is if we're standing apart, so it's to establish a jab. So I establish a jab with a front step, right? So now for a check hook, again, pretty much when people are coming in, I'm going to step out. I'm going to change the angle, but I'm not going to show you that I'm changing the angle. I'm not going to go like this. I don't want you to see it. So my foot, watch the footwork. That's what the socks are there for. The socks are there to accentuate the footwork. Okay? That's what the socks are there for. They're not selling their footwork. So bad. Okay. So now the footwork is this way. All right, so you're coming in, and here's my check hook. Ready? Boom. So throw jabs on the way back until you're ready to do that hook. Boom. There you go. All right? Check hook. Olympian. Fantastic size with fantastic footwork. Very good footwork. Socks, not so fantastic. Okay?
All right. Here's Chris Colbert. And now Chris Colbert is in the purple and white shorts and white gloves, backing up.
Can I just say something about Chris Colbert? Because
please do. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he is. He totally is. He's been with us on Smoker Talk, and he sat down with us and commentated with us. And I really do appreciate this young man because, Mayweather was the guy selling big fights. Mayweather is retired. He's not around anymore, right? They say he's coming back. We're not sure. But I think Chris Colbert is going to fill in the shoes of Mayweather. He has that pizzazz, that style, just that overall Mayweather-esque type of aura about him. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's why I like him. I love watching him. I think he's a great champion now.
Yeah, yes, and he is a world champion. He's an interim world champion, but he's a world champion. And the thing I like about him is that, unlike Mayweather, who was pretty aggressive when he was coming up and then became defensive, Chris Colbert's always has been defensive. So I think he's got what it takes. And if he keeps learning, he's a very intelligent fighter. If he keeps learning, he's got the ability to really do some things in the sport. So look at the stance right now. So he's already setting up the check hook. So I'm just going to hit play and just let it go. So that was pretty quick. So let's just see it in slow motion. You see how he feints forward, right? He's got his opponent coming in. Now, as his opponent comes in, he's stepping to the side real quick. And now he's going to spin out with the check hook. It's very quick. Even in slow motion, it's all there. And there's another check hook right there. So watch him set it up. Bang, and there it is. And he even does it with from a right-handed stance. He was doing it lefty. Now he does it from a right-hand stance. Real nice. Troll checking. George, who is this?
Oh my God, really, Dave? You had to go.
Yo, yeah.
Can't believe you brought this guy in here. What's his name? Charlie Z, right? Charlie Z.
Charlie Z, yeah, the internet troll.
I'm just upset that he even has the Z in his name, like my last name. I don't like this guy. This guy is an idiot. I mean, look, he thinks he can box. He says his record is like 274 and zero losses. I mean, it's just like there's something wrong with this guy. I don't know if you saw the tape with him. He actually fought against Deontay Wilder.
Like in the gym outside of the ring, right? Because he kept trolling him. And,
It's crazy. This guy's a big time troll. But what do you got here, man? Tell us about Charlie.
Well, first of all, if you were in class with him, because your name starts with a Z, you'd sit right next to him. I just wanted you to know that. Okay. All right. So if you take a look, this guy, Charlie Z, is the white guy in black trunks, and he's boxing somebody. I don't know who he is, but this guy has an awesome check hook. I just want you to see how good it is. Bang, there it is right here. So it says rematch, and look at this. George, I have no idea what that's about. But watch this big guy move. He moves nice. He's light on his feet. He's got great upper body movement, and he's got an awesome check hook. He's about to throw it right now. You can see him loading up with it. Bang, and there it is. Right? And he also mixes in a jab, which he's about to throw now. Bang, and he's awesome. Look at him go. When he catches this guy coming in, Charlie Z, he's just going to step to the side and throw a hook. He's unbelievable. Look at him with his hands down, check hook loaded up. Come on in, bang, there's a check hook from you. And that's it. All right, so with check hooks, when you think of check hooks, this is the guy you think about.
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. Money May. Floyd Mayweather, when he was pretty boy Floyd, but here now he's fighting against who is that? That's
Sugar
Shane. Yeah, and the thing about it, now he's Money Mayweather, and like you said, now he's more of a defensive boxer. And what I like about, a lot of people dog him, Dave. A lot of people dog, Floyd Mayweather, which I think is kind of wrong. Even I did it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what I did. I didn't like him. In the beginning, I liked him when he was pretty boy. Then he got very arrogant and cocky, and then I didn't like him. Then I just started to look at him, and I said, you know what? I don't think it's him. It's me. The whole art of boxing is hitting and not getting hit. And then I realized something. I said, you know what? I started to admire him, and I really, really have a big respect for Floyd Mayweather. And I'm glad you brought him on tonight, because he's one of the more, newer boxers, and, to show the check hook, he's the master of it.
Right. And then if you take a look at the two most durable guys of the last era, it's Floyd Mayweather and it's Bernard Hopkins. And you know what you're not going to see him do? You're not going to see him do 1, 2, 3s, because it's just too dangerous and it invites an exchange. But what you will see is the check hook. And let's look at Floyd do it real quick. See, he sets it up with the jab, bang, just like I said. Now I just got to show that again, because this is like the genius of Floyd Mayweather. And when you talk about boxing, you want to talk about not getting hit, right? So here he is. Let me see if I can get this just a touch better, just a touch more. Okay, here we are. Now I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna try to illustrate this. Okay, so here's Floyd in his classic shoulder roll thing. So you don't know if he's gonna do a shoulder roll. You don't know if he's gonna do a check hook. You don't know if he's gonna throw a jab or a right hand. But here's Shane. Shane is coming this way, right? He's ready, set, go. Now Floyd, see the difference with Floyd's head? It's not in the front. Okay, so now what Floyd's gonna do is this shoulder's gonna go up. This shoulder's going to go down. Then he's going to step back, right? Then he's going to step around. And as he steps around, he's going to throw a check hook. This isn't a matter of not even a second that he's going to do all this. He processed all this. He has a world-class fighter. Sugar Shane is one of the best fighters in the history of boxing. And you know, I mean, you're not talking top 10, but this guy's a multiple division world champion.
His era, he was up there. He was one of the better fighters.
He was a pound for pound guy. They when he was in his prime, he's a pound for pound guy. Now watch it quickly. All right. As a matter of fact, okay. So there's the pullback, right? And he's stepping. What you can't see right now is his left foot is stepping back and his right foot is about to go around in a turn. There's the turn and with the hook at the same time. How the brain and the reflexes are tremendous. So not only do you have reflexes, but your reflexes are honed that you're ready to do the entire move as soon as you see it, right? It's not like, oh, he's coming forward. It's not like, oh, I'm going to make him miss and I'm going to make him pay. The whole move is programmed into his system. Right. So that's a crazy thing.
Yeah, it was nice and clean. It's just one motion almost.
Right. So one more time, we're going to go over. Here's the setup. Look at the way
Ricky Hatton.
Chris Colbert was set up before. You see the way Floyd is setting up? And this is with Ricky Hatton. And he didn't hit Hatton with 1, 2, 3s. He hit him with check hooks all fight long. So here's the setup.
I remember this fight, Dave, before you go further. I remember he hit Hatton so hard that Hatton fell face forward on the turnbuckle and then snapped back. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes. And let's take a look at it because he was hitting him with check hooks the whole night. So let's see. First he's jabbing. So he gets in that position and he can jab, right? Look at him. He's in that same position, but now he throws a lead right and he holds. Okay? Later on, here he is in the same position and bang, it's a check hook. There's a check hook. There's a check hook. And I believe that's what you're doing.
That's it. That's the one that I was talking about. You got it.
In slow motion.
Oh my God.
Right into the turnbuckle. That's how hard he checked him and he caught him. And this is an overhead view.
Oh my God. I remember that. Oh, you got it. Oh, that was excellent. That was a really excellent display. And hey, my hat tipped off to you, Dave, because you actually bought it. And that's what I was talking about. That check hook. That was awesome. Yeah, you could. Hey, listen, do your thing, man. Coach Dave oh my God. Hey man, I got to give it to you. All props to you, man. That was excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, and here's part of the problem. Whoops, my battery's about to go. Let me plug myself in. All right. Whoops. Hold up.
Somehow I fell off the broadcast. You dropped your pen and I fell off the broadcast.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're back, right? We're on?
We're back.
All right. So this is part of what happens. Some people think that if they're the strongest man in the world, right? If they hit harder than everybody else, or if they're faster than everybody else, they could win. And that's not the case. I mean, can you think of somebody who's the strongest man in the world? In other words, the hardest hitter of possibly all time.
Right now?
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder is the one that comes to my mind.
Absolutely. Because everybody he faced before his last fight, people are jumping on this bandwagon that, Deontay Wilder doesn't know how to box. Deontay Wilder before that last fight, right? Let's go back a little bit instead of fast forward. Let's go back a little bit. Before he fought Tyson Fury, right, he literally knocked out everybody he fought.
I think it was like
everybody.
They're like 38 people, right? I think it was like 38, wasn't
right? Because one guy he beat up so bad that he knocked him out like in the first or second round of the next fight for Stevens. So here he is. He's the strongest fighter of all times. You cannot tell me he's not the heaviest handed fighter that ever stepped into the ring. Nobody did that. I don't care how many people say, "Oh, you set me up with bumps." Even Tyson didn't knock everybody out.
He didn't.
No. So here you got this guy. He comes in. He's the strongest man. And then, all right, so let's take it. He fights Tyson Fury. They have a draw. Really, Tyson, I think, won that fight. But he knocked Tyson down twice. Tyson Fury, he knocked him down twice.
Absolutely.
Twice. Right? And then he lost in the last fight with them. So, all right, so he's got it. But That's what boxing is. You could take the strongest guy in the world, or you could take the fastest guy like Amir Khan. Somebody's going to beat him with technique and with some knowledge and just catching the guy right on his attitude.
And that's what Tyson Fury did essentially against Wilder. He fought him the first time, got a good look at him, and now he figured him out. And I think he beat him. I got to agree with you. I think he beat Deontay Wilder the first time. But yeah, pound for pound, one of the strongest, like you said, it's got to be Deontay Wilder.
The history of mankind. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people are getting off the bandwagon.
Let's get the chat in on this. What do you guys think? You guys think who do you guys think is the hardest hitter right now? Of all time. Yeah. Do you agree with us or not? That's what I want to know. So put your comments down below. We're gonna chat with you. Just put it right in, and we'll definitely go back and forth with you. Also, I want to get. Can we switch gears or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
Are you finished with the Deontay Wilder thing? We'll go back to it if anybody has any questions. But how about something that's been in the news lately? You see it all over TMZ. You're seeing it all over Facebook. And I haven't commented. I haven't said anything. I just put one post up, but everybody's putting up these posts. You see the post about Tyson's back. You see Tyson's back. Yeah. You see also Holyfield is back. He's back. I got to be honest. It got me excited. I'm not going to lie. I got really, really excited to see these guys. I'm like, oh my God. And hello, we want to say hello to Sabrina. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sabrina. I work with her.
Big shout out
to work in person. And she also went down south. I believe she ran away from the COVID. I think she hitchhiked down there.
All right, Lefty says Tyson. He thinks Tyson is Tyson Fury or Mike Tyson. Who do you think is the harder?
Tyson Fury is a big slapper, but even Tyson did not knock everybody out. I mean, he came close to it, but Deontay Wilder knocks everybody out. He is the hardest hitter.
So let's go back to what I was saying.
All right, so Tyson is going to come back.
Have you seen him training, doing the body, doing the glove work and stuff like that? Have you seen it or no?
He's in his underwear at all times. He refuses to wear pants or sweatshirts. I don't know what that's about. I'm hoping that he'll wear some Smoker Talk trunks if I send him to it, with our logo on it.
Oh my God.
I mean,
he's a New Yorker. You never know. He's from Brooklyn, and you were from Brooklyn. You worked at Brooklyn. You might get him to do it. I don't know.
Well, let's put it like this. If Mike Tyson, like we've done shows in the Garden. I've done shows in the Small Garden, the theater.
Right.
But if Mike Tyson, if I will get you a 4-round fight, I'll get you Shannon Briggs. All right, not a problem.
Shannon Briggs
sell out the theater.
Shannon Briggs threw his hat in there too, Dave.
Let's do it. Let's get a 4-rounder.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah.
We will put them in the ring, and I will co-promote it with you guys because I can get the Garden. I can get the Garden. And forget that social distancing. I'm packing that place. All right.
All right. So
I don't care if everybody has to wear a mask. I will pack that place. All right. You want to go into the Garden? I got you. Vegas, not so much. But if you want to go into the Garden, I'll put you there, Mike.
All right. So Lefty says, I think Holyfield wants to come back, but he can't put the mask on because he has no ear.
Oh my God. Yeah. Listen, the fighters don't have to wear a mask, and then we could tie it behind their heads too. If I guarantee you though, if Holyfield will fight Tyson in my show, Holyfield will bite him back. I guarantee that. Because I'll pay them that. All right. And ref and the judges. In MSG, I will put you in there. You guys want to fight, I will put you in there. All right. We'll go promote.
All right, let's go to the next one. Sheik says Wilder's been fighting piñatas and tomato cans the majority of his career. I don't think so. Not everybody. Look, he fought Ortiz. You saw that. He fought Stevenson, like you said. He fought him. They're not tomato cans. I don't think they're piñatas. But you know what? Hey, man, he is the hardest puncher.
Right. And nobody's done that. I mean, of course, everybody coming up in their career has fought tomato cans. But you've got to get some fights. He's just knocked everybody out. You have not seen anybody do it in our lifetime. Sean Ferguson's my man right there. That's another bet side.
Big shout out to Sean Ferguson. And Bruce Carrington also weighing in. He says, I would love to see Mike Tyson and Holyfield mix it up again.
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh, that would be something else, man. And let me tell you something. Even today, right now, they'll sell out any venue. Venue. Because I would pay to go see that. And you're talking about a 53-year-old Mike Tyson, a 58-year-old, a 57-year-old Holyfield. And these guys are, the mid-age, but they still will sell. I think they draw that kind of crowd. If you agree,
I will put them in the Garden. I will put them in the Garden if they want to do it. I will 100% do it. All right. I've done shows in the Garden. I'm not playing around.
7 says George Foreman and Ernie Shavers were hard hitters who fought better competition. Well, you know what? We have to look at the era. At that
era, right? Absolutely.
Yeah. But during Mike Tyson's era, during Deontay Wilder's era, who do you have? Where are the heavyweights? They're not many.
And they're not willing to fight. Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder. He's not fighting him. A lot of people are ducking Deontay Wilder. And you know who else they're ducking? They're ducking Luis Ortiz. Because Luis Ortiz will whack some ass.
Oh, yes, he will. Yes.
And he's 40 years old. I say he beats Anthony Joshua, no problem. That's what I say.
All right. So Sheik says also Ike Labachi, is how you say it, would knock out Wilder as well.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. But you know what? If you say so. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Let me see. Quentin Fortune says, let me see. All right. Wilder's hitting guys with jabs like us and knocking them out, but heavyweights of now don't have no chins, no heart, and will to win. They're looking for a big paycheck or for a quick paycheck.
Okay. Right. You know what? They've been saying this for years. What happened is, if you take a look at the heavyweight division, it changed, and it changed over the years because baseball and football have gotten so big, and basketball, that the bigger athletes have all gone into those sports in America, and that's why you have so much of a European influence. And they got some big guys over there, but they don't play American baseball or really football.
That's true. You know what?
They're going to start losing some to basketball, though. But either way, that's what you have. And no matter what, when Larry Holmes was beating everybody, they were saying, "Oh, he wasn't beating anybody." Listen, no matter what, you're gonna have people that that say, "Oh, he didn't fight this guy, he didn't fight that guy." But one thing is for sure, none of them, no matter what era they were, knocked everybody out like Deontay Wilder. Nobody did. I'm just saying facts.
Yep.
I'm just saying facts.
Yeah.
So he knocked everybody out. Show me somebody who's knocked everybody out.
Foreman was a hard hitter too. Foreman was a big time hard hitter, and he didn't even accomplish that.
What's interesting about that though? Foreman, if you take a look at Foreman got beaten by Ali, and people thought that Foreman was unbeatable, and he lacked some boxing skill. He was just a thug. And if you look at Tyson Fury style, it's a lot like Ali. He doesn't have those stinging jabs, but he has a lot of his movement.
Yep.
He's got a lot of his defense. He talks trash pretty much like Ali. He talks trash with the best of them. I don't understand what he's saying half the time, but I know it's funny. And Deontay Wilder, he said, "Oh, I'll fight that big," and he did. And he did. And just, Deontay Wilder is something akin to Foreman, and Tyson Fury is like the modern day Ali in a way, with styles make fights.
Yeah, that's good observation, and you're right. Okay, let's go back to the chat here. Holyfield beats him again, says Sty Jim. You know what? Do you think that age being a factor now, and being, because I saw Holyfield's in tremendous shape too. I mean, the guy I don't think ever stops working out. What do you think about that if he beats Tyson again?
I don't know if it does, because Holyfield took a lot of damage, because Holyfield stayed in the game much longer than Mike did. Mike stopped and then he's got a lot of time to recover. Holyfield has been fighting like Russians in Russia and stuff like that. How you doing, Billy Ramirez? Shout out to you too.
Shout out, Billy.
Yep. And so it's a different thing. All right. So anyway, let's go back to the boxing. I got one more thing to do, and I have again Bruce Carrington, the #1 heavyweight, not the #1 heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
He's about the size of a heavyweight's arm. You know,
okay, there you go.
That's why I compare him to heavyweights all the time.
All right, Ron
I say.
Let me just say so real quick. Ron McCall, didn't Holyfield stop Tyson? Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
All right.
He stopped him twice. Once on a DQ because he bit him.
That's right.
He bit him.
So let's talk.
That counts as a stoppage, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about Bruce Carrington now. You said his arm.
Right. So he's the #1 heavyweight in the United States. #1. I'm stuck on heavyweight. #1 featherweight.
Yes.
In the United States of America, and he helped me out with this. Okay. So tell me when we're ready to go.
Ready. Shoot, man.
Okay. So we're doing double hooks.
I set it up. I wait for the person to shoot their jab, and I counter it by slipping to my left. Creating leverage into my left hook body shot.
Right.
I'll drive that left hook to the body, and then bring the left hook up top. Exactly.
Let's see you do it slow first. That way I don't die. Okay, so I'm doing a jab here and then here. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's. Hey, do it full speed. Yes, I got you. I'll try to hit this.
I got you.
Right. My life is on the line. This is why coaching can be dangerous. Okay. Don't try this at home. Actually, do it at home during COVID time. Okay. Ready? So here it is. Here's the jab. Let me shut up. I just want some room for myself. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Okay. Again. Okay. Yeah. Good. Now, how do you pop off of that? Is it with your feet or is it with your arms? How do you get that?
It's my feet, because you have to. Once I pop off with the body shot with my left hand, I reestablish my weight and pop off with my whole waist and my feet. I create that leverage, so I can bring the hook up top.
All right. So here's Shu, but you know what? Since I found Shu, I was looking at one of his amateur fights, and he does a couple of check hooks. So let's check him out first. Quick check hook right there. Very nice. There's a check hook. All right. Now, if you look at this double hook, all right, let me run that back. Just a touch.
That's the same move that you were just doing with him. He actually did it.
Right. So if you take a look at that, right, if I could do it play by play. All right. So he dipped under the jab, just like he said he would. And that left hook's coming underneath, and then it's coming up. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to see one more time. He just set it up by going in. Again, there he does. And he does it really nice. Okay. Triple G is a double left hook artist. And again, similar to the 1, 2, 3. This means that you're going to go in and you're not scared. Okay. So Triple G is not scared. Boom. There it is right there. Let's see it again. And you can see he's brutalizing Kell Brook over here.
Oh my God, I remember that one.
Yeah. See that double hook? It's nasty. Bang. He's just destroying him. And of course, if you're going to talk double hook, you got to talk Canelo. And this is him against Lamont Kendrick. I think it's Kendrick. I'm pretty sure. Bang. Okay. And you saw that there. Just because you go low high doesn't mean you can't go high low. All right. So let's just take a quick look at that. High low. Nice. This is him against Andulo, the dog. Boom. Under and over. That's Angulo returning the favor. And then over and under. Oh, and just to show that some people throw 1, 2, 3s. Again, remember what I said about the attitude of a 1, 2, 3. Canelo is somebody who's got an iron chin. He's willing to scrap. He will throw the 1-2-3. And here it is right here. 1-2-3. Right? He does not care. And again with the double hook. That's Angulo actually throwing the double hook on him. And there you see that over under. All right. Errol Spence. All right. I just found him with the 1-2-3. And Errol Spence is a hard charging, walking forward type of guy. Let's watch his 1-2-3. I think he puts it after a lead jab. There it is. Bang.
Took him right out.
That's his double hook. I think I have them both in slow motion. Let's take a look at it. And this is him against Chris Algieri.
Yeah, Algieri, a local from Long Island. Right.
And Spence doesn't use this too much, but look at that. See, Algieri slipped the second hook. And, you know, when you're with pro fighters, that's what they're going to do. 1, 2. But this time he caught him with that. But even still, Algieri, you know, he did slip back a little bit. So I think that's a good thing that we did today, because a lot of people don't understand that when you're throwing a combination, this is something in boxing. You know, I've worked with some people in the gyms, you know, with different people, and sometimes you find some of the best boxers. These guys are good. They work on instinct. They do stuff, but a lot of them don't have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, or if you have a same repetitive plan, or you think just because you're fast, or you think just because you practice the punch so much, it's going to be enough, you're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Look at Canelo. He beat Dmitry Kovalev, right? Canelo is really a 154 pounder, 160 pounder. He went up to 175 and waxed this guy. Why? Because he knew he had a chin that could take Kovalev's punch, and he had a plan, and he went in there and he executed that plan, you know, and he beat this guy. And the thing about it is that just because you practice throwing punches doesn't mean that you understand something, right? That's like if you're a great, say you're great. You're a great piano player, George. All right. You got this. You yourself, you're a great piano player, right?
Got it.
You could play piano. You can make the crowd move, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're ready to go, right? You're ready to go, right? You come, right? I say, George, I need you to play some music. And before I tell you what to bring and how to prepare, you're like, all right, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. But you're not going to be there, and you're not going to be able to go. You know why? Because you bought your baby grand piano, you know, which you don't have in your background, but I've seen you with the baby grand piano. And we're in a parade, George. You're not going to be able to push that piano and play it at the same time, no matter how good you are. You understand? And that's the problem. People have these 1-2-3s. They have these rocket punches. They have these good combinations that they practice, but they haven't done it against somebody who they're going to fight, who's ready for it, and who's going to interrupt them, and who's going to make them look silly when they're doing it.
All right. My question to you is, and we're almost at the hour. My question to you is, can you have somebody, and the person that comes to mind again, and we showcased them tonight, was Floyd Mayweather. Can somebody be a Floyd Mayweather? Is it possible to learn that in the gym, or is that purely a God-given talent? Or is something that you could probably pick up some of the moves of Floyd?
Well, the thing about Floyd is, and I love Floyd. You know I love Floyd, and the reason I love Floyd is not because his boxing is super duper exciting to the normal person, but to a boxing enthusiast, he's a fascinating character, because it doesn't matter. You put any style in front of him, he's ready to adapt to it. You know, he knows, like Maidana, everybody knows that if this guy keeps his left hand high, you could throw an overhand right and reach him. Cotto reached him sometimes. Maidana reached him a lot. You know, you got to be ready for it. But Floyd isn't going to let you come in there, throw an overhand right as hard as you can, and not make you pay for it. You know, he's going to make you work. He's anticipating that. He already knows the script that you're coming in with that. So you have to practice in your mind and, with the fastest people you can and people who, you need a sparring team that mimics Floyd. And you got to be mentally ready to do the extra things that he's going to anticipate. There's basically 3 punches. There's 3 or 4 punches in boxing, but the variations on them, you can make music with it, and you could become any fighter you want to. And people I don't think they understand that. I think they practice what they want to practice. They practice what they want to get good at, and they don't anticipate somebody who knows the game and who's going to take their strengths and turn it against them.
All right. Well, that was well said. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. And we just hit the hour mark. We appreciate everybody that's hung out with us tonight. We thank you guys. We're always very appreciative of you guys tuning in every Tuesday here at 8 o'clock. We also have Smoke and Talk on Thursday at 8 o'clock. You want to tune in? We might have a special guest. We're not going to say who. Maybe we'll see who's going to jump on.
Let's put them out. We got Andre Rozier.
Oh, you said it.
Excellent trainer. And I also have a backup just in case, because Andre Rozier, if anybody knows Andre Rozier, he's a little bit late at times, right? He runs on another time, on trainer's time or tailor's time, because he makes the clothes. He makes the Havoc clothes, and he runs on something else. I don't think he has a watch. I think he has a sundial. And when it gets dark, he loses all track of time.
All right, it's funny. All right, listen, if you want to support the channel, if you're enjoying the what we're doing, you can send us. Cash App is the on Smoker Talk. You can also take a picture of that on your screen right there. And if you want to support us, we really do appreciate that. Anyway, so with that, we're gonna get any last things you want to say, Dave, before we sign off.
That's right. Coach's Corner. We started a new YouTube for the Coach's Corner. Are we gonna broadcast on Coach's Corner next week or Smoke?
Yeah, we're on all cylinders next week. We're right now on Twitter. We're on Twitch right now. Currently, right now, today's show. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and then next week is going to be on YouTube. Also on the Coach's Corner, we open up a new page just in case, but we're going to be on all cylinders. We want to get this program out to everybody, for everybody to enjoy. We're having a great time. We're thanking you guys for tuning in with us and hanging out with us here every Tuesday and Thursday. We really do appreciate you guys. So next week, we're operating on all cylinders, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Hey, listen, Dave, I'm going to propose something. How about we get Coach's Corner shirts?
Not until we get enough subscribers. I think I got like 20, I think we got like 20.
Okay.
I'm working on my Coach's Corner forehead. I think my forehead has grown in the last 2 weeks.
All right. So with that being said, we thank you guys again for tuning in with us. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys we'll see you on Thursday for Smoker Talk.
Right. With Andre Rozier, and we do have a backup in case Andre Rozier is running on sundial time in the night. We do have a backup.
All right. See you guys on Thursday, 8 o'clock. Take care now.